on TV.
What's he doing, Jamie?
That's right. Video, what are we for?
Max, can I wear your jeans?
Yeah, you'll get another two of here.
Oh, Jane, put her on, you lady. Get moving.
That's right, I'll get them.
Hey.
Yeah, just put the junk down and then it's bang on to the right.
Hello, Philippa.
Pig.
This lovely soup. From Pet McCardle.
Oh, they're just beautiful.
Oh, you have to remember that. Oh my goodness, what a leg. Oh, that's looking in deep. Gosh. Oh.
I'd say the white oven, the white on the oven microwave.
Chicken got some there.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely.
Oh, she thinks they're all toys. Toys, she thinks Christmas is coming.
Oh, toy.
Isn't that toys?
Gina's over.
Beautiful, aren't they? Oh, look at
It's
that.
super, because I've got a casserole dish.
Oh, good.
So, yeah.
Did you see that lovely painting for the Christmas?
Is it toys?
Oh,
Toys.
yeah, love it. Jean is really an artist, you know.
Play it back to you, Tom. I'm busy.
Jamie was in the atomic. Oh no. No, I didn't see that.
Parsons, David Parsons. Oh yes. Oh, does it? Yeah, I got a shot of David.
About it, he has got a very big tummy.
That bloke in the window's in the action too. Get him.
So would you get me one of these?
Oh, yes.
How's everything out there?
Good.
Hello?
That's just a man now.
Yes, I am. I was talking, you see. Hello, you're having your picture taken.
I know. I must get away from that girl with the camera. Over here. I'm going to put my feet up.
Beautiful, we think it's
Dave Parsons is a popular bloke on the video.
Sarah's the babysitter's at home.
Organise Lucy.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Lucy, you look over
I know.
here. In there.
Oh, you know, would you rather have two of them? What's that there? Oh, that's
Yeah, you know, put you in the aerial one.
The latest
Shots of action shots. We're going to break the glass.
He sent a telegram and I think the whole world
well, it's a long way.
Oh, well, he must have been doing it.
Speak up, Judy, you're on video.
What it is actually, in goose.
In Goose.
In goose. Settles or shot. As if you know what you're talking about. In goose.
To
Those near into those far away.
Bruce.
I. It's got a K-A-I. No, K-A-I, because it's like the nose.
Bruce.
Goose.
It's just a feature, no?
Oh, well, I
You talked to them all?
No, these were proper experience. These guys are the cases.
Yeah, they just suited him. They just said it. He went to, and he lived. He lived with the real Rastas guys, and he lived.
You're on.
And
Did you take
I'm not
You could be crazy. Yeah, I would.
And right? Good. No? Good.
Oh, I don't want to know. They must have both got their centuries by now.
Oh, do stop doing that. It's very antisocial. Does it have sound as well?
Flower stains out of my hand.
All organised?
What have you been doing?
I've just
Just next door, are we?
I'm not
You are.
Oh, lovely. Gorgeous. You had to have it.
You wait till you see yourself on it.
Yeah, she's great. You're great.
Matthew.
Yeah, but
Oh,
she
lovely. Didn't have any sticky toes. Thank you. Oh dear. And all the dishes.
Look at that.
Look at that. Very thick. Gosh, Ruth's been really mixed. That's right. Ruth.
The disco lady's arrived.
I saw her to see what Mum said.
I think we've got something on under there.
Can't wait.
Winnie wants to get away. Winnie, isn't that lady beautiful down there? That lady's beautiful, isn't it? Now this is probably been kept a bit on. I have plans to get to see it.
Why did you take that off? No, you just keep it on. They're gorgeous. Really pretty. Hold one, Luce. Beautiful, aren't they? Oh, they are quite good.
My hands are sweaty. The floor might be all that clean. I want to
Where are the other headflowers in there?
Whereabouts might be
In the chiller. In a flat box like that. I can find it.
Oh, Dave Thomas is here. Well, this is here.
Point to the box.
Don't get the chiller. Oh, they're beautiful.
Aren't they gorgeous, Mum?
Aren't they lovely? Oh, I just can't believe that.
All the way from the bin.
Oh, they kept
So well. Because I didn't think she'd put the little roses on because she was scared that they wouldn't last.
so lasting beautifully.
Beautifully. Where's our headflowers? Boys ones, two there. Aren't they beautiful? How are we going to put them on? There's some pins there, Jane.
I'll bring them into your room.
We've gone to our room.
Is Luke's getting dressed?
No, I'm coming up and see. Nancy, we might need a hand to put these on.
Yep, okay.
Oh, I've got foundation below mine.
Oh, well, we'll wax them.
Thanks. This how you did yours, Jane?
Oh, so they had it on combs for me, so I just stuck it on.
That looks good.
This is all we can do really.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But that'll stay on, won't
Yeah,
it?
it'll stay on. It is exciting. This is the best part of the whole thing.
Well, how do you know you've done it?
Well, I've done it before.
You sure?
I'm sure. Sure.
Martin will have a heart attack.
He will.
Who's that?
You're right.
That's enough, isn't
No,
it?
they won't come. Give it a tug. So just
No,
in case.
you don't tug it. No,
Okay.
because
I won't
you
fall off.
can't put so many in. Instead of in college.
Oh, that's lovely, Jane.
It is, isn't it? Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Well, once you're there, you don't need to go anywhere else.
Hold up another here, but back.
That's good.
Now I need pins.
Do you want me to put them on? Yes, please. I'm not very good at that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. See it there. Just try that.
Okay.
Lucy looks good.
She do. Everybody.
You're the same one that went.
See, it's you that Jane was there you the one that was at Munich. You that one at Munich.
Boy!
Like he's Mike Blackburn. What else say?
Oh no, let's see, dear. I'll put that down. Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, James.
Don't get it dirty.
We're getting a ride in a car to town.
Really?
Where?
Not walking.
Oh, Margaret, it's beautiful. Yes. They're supposed, Margie, they're supposed, yes, they're supposed to hold it.
Do I look pretty?
They look.
Oh, my God, don't fit.
No, it's where's those things?
4 o'clock.
Where's the
That's
basket?
hard for.
Was it somewhere?
Just brush your
Hey, Nancy.
Thomas, you can't with it. Go on to tidy you up.
Tidy.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Well, I can.
Is that mine?
Okay. And I'll put them in here.
Okay. Which boys get them, Jane?
Is it Charlie McFarlane's really real cheerful young fellows, grinning and laughing.
I'd be grinning and laughing.
They
They make
weren't
heaps of money.
disrespectful, but they were just.
You don't
They
say.
were just.
Now, Lucy,
nice.
you're not going to get that dress dirty tonight.
I know, Margie.
Dirty, I'm going to rip it apart.
You don't say.
I'm on Dad's left. You're right. I'm on your right.
Get the
Whose job's supposed to be to fix their mum?
Yes. So I just need.
Look, all I'm doing is getting the biggest stain.
Julie, I'm not me. Nancy,
Can you do properly, Jane Anthony?
you bridesmaids are gorgeous, don't they? Julie, have you got that clip
But
on?
you can't just pin it to my dress because it's
No,
pin it to my bra or something because it might just.
Oh, I'll be there. Oh, you've been married an hour and a half.
Very late. Whatever happens, don't sing the hymns.
Oh, I've heard to sing the hymns.
I
James
know. Wait, what you
James
sing in
hasn't
your...
gone, has he? Can you just bring those usher book things over to James before he loses them? Forgets them? Look at my scarter. Okay. Throw it up. Oh, that's my petticoat.
It's under here somewhere.
Oh, where was it gone?
Oh, fat leg!
Briar's not much there.
Yeah, have you done this little one up? It's vital. This is the crux of the whole thing.
The dandruff mum? Shouldn't be. He's
I'm a
on
fag.
Take him to
Durry. Mary, go away with it.
Brushing son's hair for the last day.
Oh, the lemon tree did it.
Yep.
Alright, then stand there.
How's it?
Have you got a handkerchief?
Marty, do your coat up. Stop looking like a foot.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, Captain. Here's Marcus. Chisholm. And Bailey, isn't it?
Right over left, so you go. Right, quick, because I'm going to go.
I'm not
Oh,
going to
yeah.
do that.
See ya. Bye, girl.
That's lovely. There's not coffee, Marge.
Quack, quack, quack.
The nose is okay.
Okay. You want to
You go in and
No, I've been dropped
stand in the
Where's
middle of
Arthur?
Oh, very formal. I haven't got my purse.
Smile, just smile.
Look.
They're all action.
Smile.
Smile.
Yes.
Good.
Right, so.
Okay, now one of us four.
If they're feet as well.
I've got clean shoes. We've all got clean shoes.
Yeah, Pricey wants to
You
get one.
use that one, that one's too complicated for me. Right, Abraham, smile.
Have you got all the groomsmen?
Come there, smile.
Hang on. One more.
One more. Look at that.
Come on, take them. What a monkey.
Luckily we're not showing the back of them.
Yeah.
This way.
Hayley?
No?
John.
Yes, we
Oh, yeah.
did.
We're not here.
Yes.
We're off.
We only got
Right fish. You the full biscuit too. What's him doing?
Julie, I could have actually come to the room.
She's just
That's Lucy.
good. Happy race and we'll hold the Claire. After Claire.
Come here. No, they're not for me.
Oh, well.
Hello. Hello, Jamie. He's a pretty cute. He's a pretty cute.
And pronouncing their vows before God, before us all, this church has many very happy associations with the Dever family. The church itself dates back over 100 years, for the main body of the church, and it's full of history.
understanding all the mysteries there are, and knowing everything, and if I have faith in all its fullness to move mountains, but without love, other people's sins, that delights in the truth, it is always willing to excuse, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes. Love does not come to an end. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
For the rest of your lives. And will you accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ and His church? Since it is your intention to enter into marriage, I ask you to join your right hands and declare your consent before God and His church. I, Martin Burkett Abraham.
I, Martin Burkett Abraham.
Take you, Margaret Louise Dever.
Take you, Margaret Louise Dever.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad.
I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
I will love you and honour you.
I will love you and honour you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
I, Margaret Louise Dever.
I, Margaret Louise Dever.
Take you, Martin Burkett Abraham.
Take you, Martin Burkett Abraham.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
I promise to be true to you.
I promise to be true to you.
In good times and in bad.
In good times and in bad.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
I will love you and honour you.
I will love you and honour you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
Martin and Margaret, you have declared your consent before the church. May the Lord in His goodness strengthen your consent and fill you both with his blessings. What God has joined together, man must not put asunder. And now we're going to join together. Margaret, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
Margaret, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
in the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
It was your fault, Lucy.
We want to go back. Do you think where will we go?
I don't know, put everything down here.
Stick up and just, you know, pull out the sun. Oh no.
No. Come on. You're on video there, Mum.
Hey? Oh, am I?
You're on TV.
That's absolutely. Oh, mine's the same.
Yes, yes, they're all the same.
I didn't know that. I didn't think it was going to be that.
Right, you're going to take it. Right.
We're supposed to be talking less than much.
What
about your daughter-in-law?
Oh, my daughter-in-law.
My daughter-in-law.
We're going to go out there, and you can visit Trace. We'll go and yeah, come and meet us. We really good.
There we are, come on, we've got
The other thing
punch.
Is anybody using that? I'll show you where we
This is Abraham.
I know, I was going to sort it out like that.
You really?
So we didn't even like squash. Come here. I thought we squash those on the window.
Two of you.
He wasn't there. Just learn the photo over here.
Yeah, we met
It is, isn't it?
Oh, right.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
I had to give Tom a few gins at the 100 miles.
That was the night he went.
Was it? That was it. Hello, Matt. Pleased to meet you. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes. Marvellous. Very lucky man.
The other guy. Oh, hello.
I get tired.
No, he's the men's staff in Beverly.
Congratulations.
Overseas, yeah, overseas, yeah.
Well, take no Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, you look lovely, Maggie. You do. Really nice. That's why those bells were shaking.
We'll move.
Congratulations. Hey, manager. Yeah. Reckon good sort of true quality. Nice. Anyway, good work. I don't Probably chased us through that gap in the hedge there. That's
Congratulations. You look lovely. Helen McConnell. Congratulations,
Good afternoon. What could I say now? Would you like to the you're going to stand there and do that all the time?
Again and again.
It's on the TV, the children might hear it.
You better come and see me tonight.
No, it's on TV. It's on TV, Di.
Hello.
Congratulations, Mark.
I'm going back to
Oh, haven't you had a go yet?
Marty, tremendous. Hello. Yeah, right.
Oh, you have to see you later. Maggie. Hi there.
You'll be lying.
Congratulations.
Chickaboom.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, old chap. Like top star.
Hello.
Congratulations, mate.
Marks.
Oh, no.
Hey, what's the cricket score? Oh, I haven't heard that. We gave up when you got your opener for a duck.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, after feed, you didn't see it the other day with our parents.
Hi, Margaret. Hello, Karen. How are you? No, this is Peter. Robin.
Robin Hunter. Young Andrew Hunter.
Congratulations. Good.
Hey, Matt. Martin, you must have been at school and the band.
Eventually start singing because I could see you all the time out of the corner of my eye.
Can I kiss you?
No, well, man.
Hey, man. Good one, mate.
Hey, it was.
Yeah, you beat me, you bastard.
There's never any
roundabouts on the Scotland roundabout for this, I can't believe it.
You getting all that?
No, it was Caroline.
Yeah, I am actually.
I just heard that you are related now.
Same picture now, Don. Russell.
Russell. Nice to meet you, Matt. Yeah.
Oh, I hope there's a hole.
Not in it. Oh, it'll hold. Yeah. Well, very little. Yeah. Hey, guy.
Max. Come on.
It is.
Congratulations. Marty. Another one?
Good work.
Where's the mother and where?
What's wrong, darling?
Oh, you've got to go back.
What?
Do it again. Have you got her already? But Thomas does it beautifully.
Just got so much.
And look, she holds her feet right up and I'm standing pigeon toe. Mary dear, save some for the speeches, won't you?
Magata! Here it is! Lacey! Nicky!
We want to see Gata and Nicky.
Oh, he's showing Gata and Nicky. You hold it up. Show it, Max! Come on, show that. Get back there.
No, we don't.
First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name's Chris Dever, Margaret's oldest brother, and it's my pleasure and perhaps your misfortune to have me for a Master of Ceremonies this evening. First of all, I'd like to welcome you all to the house on behalf of my parents. They're very pleased to see everybody here, and they hope that everybody mixes well and that you treat facility or treat the place as your own. I think it would be appropriate
No, I don't need any tips.
Mum's sneaking up.
I think it would be appropriate to start the evening with a royal toast. And so without further ado, I'd like you to raise your glasses and drink to the health of Her Majesty the Queen. Michael McRae to propose a toast to the bride and groom.
Jobbers and riding horses would grow into such a beautiful bride. It's my pleasure to propose the toast to the bride and groom today. Margaret, to my wife Christine and myself, has been someone very, very special. She spent a lot of time with us during her growing up years, during her teens. She used to come over and see us quite a lot, down to Wellington and over to Taranaki. We had to grow from just a tiny little girl to this beautiful, elegant, sophisticated young lady that is here now. Martin was a different kettle of fish, of course. Unknown to us this side of the family. When I first was told or asked if I would propose this toast, I thought, yes, that'll be lovely because I know Margaret so well. And then I thought, good Lord, I don't know Martin at all. So I thought, well, I'll have to find out something. And when we were going to Wellington last trip, I called in and saw Julie and Arthur and explained the position that I was to propose this toast, and could they help me out? And they sort of looked blankly at me over a cup of tea, wasn't it, Arthur? I think it was a bit early. And said, well, no, not really. You know, there's nothing very much that he's done. And I thought, gee, this is going to be great. And then Julie said perhaps some of the nicest words that I've ever heard spoken about a son or a daughter. And she looked at me and she said, we love him, we think he's wonderful, and we think he's neat. Well, Martin, I can assure you that we would like to welcome you into the family, because we all are part of one family, and we would like to welcome you into the family. We think you're wonderful, we love you, and I'm sure Margaret thinks you're neat. To Margaret and Martin, and I hope that their lives are long and happy together as their grandparents were and as both their mothers and fathers have been. And if they can carry on the example that their mothers and fathers have set them, they're going to have a lovely life.
And so say all of us, hooray, hooray, hooray.
Was he born so Aussies are moving in top? Do you have a word to the police? Was he born at all? Well, one of the things that Margaret, you can't blame us for that one. Now, thanks for those kind words, and I'll ask Martin to reply.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you very much, Michael, for those few words on behalf of my wife. I think I agree with you, she is the most beautiful bride I've ever seen too. I think bridegroom, it's always hard to know where you start on your speech, whether you've got to thank everyone or that. So over the last few weeks or few months, I've actually been to a few weddings and listened to the bridegroom's speeches carefully and realised what I should say and what I shouldn't say. And everyone at the motel units is saying, are you nervous? Once the speeches are over, you'll be right then. But I actually think the hardest part of bridegroom's got to do is ask the bride's father for the hand in marriage. Mark and I came up here 4 or 5 months ago to see Tom and Nolene. We arrived up here and it was a stormy, wet night, and Mark said, no, you have to go and ask tonight. And I promised, yes, I'll get him tonight. So we talked about the weather, how wet it had been, and the fat sheep, and more about the weather and fat cattle, and Margaret managed to get her mother into the kitchen to do the dishes. Then all of a sudden Tom just jumped up and said, well, I'm off to bed, and walked out. So the next day came and I promised again to Margaret, I said, this is it, I'll do it tonight. So we're actually having there was a hunter trials on further up inland a wee bit, and we went to that, and of course that was a cold, wet day, and everyone ended up at the cars, behind the cars after the hunter trials were over. We arrived back here, Margaret and I put the dinner on. Margaret said, you're going to have to ask him before dinner because he'll go to sleep after dinner. So we duly had dinner and I fidgeted under the table and watched TV, and then the plates were taken out and Nolene was taken again off to the kitchen to do the dishes, under protest this time. And so I thought, well, this is it. And I was watching TV and I looked at Tom and he was asleep. So with a loud cough and a bang, Tom opened one eye and said, I've got a question to ask you. And both eyes opened, and I said, Margaret and I would like to get married. And he looked at me and he said, well, that's great. I thought this had happened, and there's a stag down in the paddock that'll be just right by February. Well, I thank you both very much for everything you've done for both of us. I don't think people really realise how much organisation does go into a tremendous day like today. And it's been going on for months. In fact, it might have been going on before I'd even asked Tom, I think. But I thank you all. I think just going into the marquee there, you'll see one of the organisations that's gone on. Jeanette Dever, I believe you're in charge of all the flowers, along with all the other helpers. And I thank you very much. The carnations are absolutely beautiful. And I promised my wife that I'll take her a bunch home every week. You should all try it. Mum and Dad, thank you very much for everything you've done for me over the last few years. 26 years, in fact, and everything over the last few years with Margaret and I setting this up. I thank you very much. Father Peter, who's lost him, I thank you very much for a lovely service. Very kind of you indeed. There's a few people here who haven't been able to come today, and one of them is my grandfather, who we actually talked to on the telephone a wee while ago. He was very disappointed he couldn't make it, but at 93 he felt it was a wee bit too much for him. And the last time he came to Wara, it took him 3 days. And just before I finish, I'd actually like to introduce my bridal party. There's Rob Batello here. There's my best man, old school friend, or they are Apparandi. It's not often you see him out of his home area. Then there's Dave Parsons. Now Dave's wife here, Jane, is Margaret's chief bridesmaid, the matriarch. They've got quite a lot to answer for today, because it was just before New Year last year, Jane actually rang Tom and Nolene up and said, could they bring a friend up? And of course they said, yes, certainly. Maybe they'll think twice next time.
No, Lucy.
Got Lucy to go, Martin.
There's Eileen on the end here, Margaret's cousin. It's the first time she's actually ever been a bridesmaid, and the first time she's ever been to a wedding. I think she's made a tremendous job of it today. And then there's, of course, Lucy, Margaret's sister in the middle. 2 months, and she looks lovely, and I thank you. And on that note, I'd like to propose a health to the bridesmaids.
Well, anyhow, Lucy's health will be in the morning.
Might be eating toast anyway.
Well, thank you very much, Martin.
James is somewhere.
Over the years, I've heard a few bridegroom speeches, and some of them have been a little on the doubtful side. However, I must admit, anyone who knows Tom Dever, there wouldn't be a truer story told about him.
Thank you, Michael.
The next person who's going to speak to us is in fact very well practiced recently at these things. Less than a month ago? A month ago today, he was in the hot seat. He was the groom, and Martin was the best man. So they've had a change of roles this week, so I'd like to introduce Martin for... God, wrong again. Rob Patello to reply.
And they're looking lovely tonight, they really are. I've never seen such beautiful looking bridesmaids. Especially walk down the aisle with one this afternoon. On behalf of the bridesmaids, we'll get some of the home truths out about Marty. Now, Mart and I met about 15 years ago. We started at Wanganui together as new boys. We were in the same house. Mart was a blonde-headed chap up the other end of the dorm, and I was a dark-headed chap down the other end, and I didn't see Mart a lot. He was always had a pillow in his hand, and he always wanted to have a pillow fight with anyone that went near him. But anyway, as time went on, we got to know each other pretty well, and in our last year together we shared a study. Marty concentrated on his sport and did very well. Very good rugby player, very good rower, first 4, would have been first 8 if he'd gone back for another year. But Marty, at the end of his 4th year, decided that a farming career was for him. So off he went. He went to the Wairarapa, where he joined the farm cadet scheme. Got a job on a fairly big place about 3/4 of an hour out of Masterton. Settled in well. And had his first little home away from home in his little single men's quarters. It was a typical sort of a worry. I went there 4 or 5 months after he'd settled in. There was a pile of dirty dishes there and a pile of dirty washing over there, and that was all going in the boot of the car when he next went home. But he got on well there, and he stayed there for 2 years, and then he went up to Hawke's Bay for another couple of years, where he worked on a place, one of the big Lowry farms, and enjoyed his farming. But in the back of his mind, during all this time, he wanted to go overseas. The overseas experience was foremost, and he had to get to England as quick as he could. Well, he left, and he left for 4 years. He spent close on a year in Africa, in which time he went through all the game parks. He's one of the few people that have photographed an elephant from about 10 metres and lived to tell the tale. And there wasn't any fence between them either. He went to Norway, milked cows in the middle of the winter in Norway. He hitchhiked across Canada with a friend from one coast to the other, and worked on the oil rigs in the stuff just down the road making judo mats, which suited him pretty well. He got £50 or £60 a week. There was a pretty good public house just up the road, and things were going pretty well. Now, it was about this time that Marty was seen around Chiswick a fair bit, and he got the nickname of Mayor of Chiswick. Now, it was only one of many nicknames, actually, that Marty's had over the years. We'll go back a little bit now, and at school he was Harry, and when he left school he was Captain. I gather Tom's got a boat at Mahia. Look, Tom, I've seen Marty do things with boats that they shouldn't do. And then he was Captain Harry, and then blow me down, when he was in Chiswick he got this name E.T. Now to look at Mark, you'd think, now does he look like E.T.? I mean, what's this E.T. all about? Well, it's got nothing to do with our little extraterrestrial creature that we all know so well. E.T. actually stands for extra thirsty. Martin was such a regular client at the local Cackhorse and Talbot that this is how the name came about. In fact, it was on one night, one Christmas Eve, that a few of them had spent there. Taxis were short when the pub came out, and there was actually a member of the bridal party with them, I think. And what often happens in situations like this when there's no taxis, and it wasn't a long walk home, but it was just far enough. Spur of the moment decision was made. They tended to improvise a bit. They'd seen the scooter coming down the road in the darkness, about 100 yards up the street. Marty said, "This is our ride home." Marty proceeded to lie down on the pedestrian crossing with the other member in the bushes, laughing his head off, I gather. It was very funny. The idea being that this bloke would see them, stop, find out what the problem was. The bloke in the bushes grabbed the scooter, hit the bloke off, and off they go. Anyway, the plan didn't work. The bloke on the scooter, upon seeing this blonde-headed chap sprawled on the pedestrian crossing, probably laughing his head off, speeded up, lost control of the machine, went straight over the top. Righty, I think still got a limp to this day. Anyway, after that, Mark went on the English equivalent of the ACC, which suited him down to the ground. It got him out of the judo mat factory. And then he spent a little bit more time in England, and then he came home. He'd been away for 4 years, and we were all thrilled to see him back. Well, blowing me down, about 2 months later, he was in Mahia. And about 3 months after that, he was engaged. And then here we are today, 10 months later. Marty's been back about 14 months, and he's married. I'm proud to have known you, Marty. You've been a very good friend to me, and I'm not going to tell a dirty joke. But Mark, in future, if you're in Levin, late night, had a few beers and the taxis are a bit short. I don't know what the taxis are like in Levin, but they've probably got a few. But don't feel as though you have to lie down on the pedestrian crossing. You've got a beautiful wife who'll only too happy to come and pick you up. All the best to you. Thanks, John. Thank you.
If you'd all like to move into the marquee and find yourself some seats and things, I've got...
Second day of the Wairau races by Nolene and Tom, and they asked me to perform this task. I was thrilled to bits. And Nolene said to me, make sure you're short. Well, I can tell you after the 10th race, the second day of the race, there was no doubt about it, I was short. We came in here tonight, and they met us on the drive, and once again Nolene said to me, will you make sure it's short? Tom met me up there and he said, you're sitting on the right hand side, would you please make sure it's short? I have got a bayonet facing me from there to here. Whether there's any intent, Tom, I don't know, but it will be short. Anyhow, it's an honour. And I'm not going to sing your praises because I know you wouldn't want that. Knowing Nolene and Tom, that's just not what they want. And anyone here, anyone that is here, knows just exactly what the worth of this couple is to the community of Wairau. What I'd like to do, just for a little minute, is take on what Father McRae started in church and reminisce, because when I look around and you look at the two families, the McRaes and the Devers, I'd like to just harken back a little minute to what wonderful people they were. And the two families, and I think the biggest attribute that I can make to them is the success that they've made of their family. They've brought them up in a very humble, honest way. They've contributed to everything that the children have done, and at the same time have been able to enjoy their family. And that also has been a pretty hard sort of a thing to do in the days we've got. And I'd like to suggest to our handsome couple up here that as the years go on, they look at Nolene and Tom as a reference library. Because I'm sure as the chapters unfold and the little trials and tribulations occur, if they refer back to the pages that are presented before them by this wonderful couple and their parents before them, I'm sure they're going to have no problem at all in making a success of their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got to be short. I've been short all my life. Thank you, Nolene and Tom, for having us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask you to please charge your glasses and drink a hearty toast to Tom and Nolene. thank everyone who has helped with the arrangements, and there's a lot of work put into the whole effort, so thank you all very much. And Martin, we're very proud to be members of our family. And to be quite honest, Noel and I said not long after we met you that we couldn't think of anyone else we'd sooner have we'd rather have their sons or
They're here.
one. The other thing was I'd like to especially thank people who, namely Jeanette, who did most of the floral arrangements, and the work she put into this is marvellous. It's here we go. He's going to be very busy for a long time yet. We need him as our family chaplain. That's what he is. He just drops tools and just comes to us whenever we need him, which is amazing really, because he's so understanding and helpful, and I don't know what we do without him really, but he's been so good to our family that we really appreciate it. Now, I'll ask you to be upstanding and drink a toast to Father Peter. And
right, so no more whistling. I'd now like to call Mr. Gilbert Pierce to propose a toast to the groom's parents.
But I feel as a member of the visiting side, I'll probably be cut off short if I'm... I listened carefully to Robert Patello telling us about Martin. I thought he would give us an idea of what his father was like, starting off in the early days, but wasn't to be. We all know why Martin's called E.T. His father was a perfect gentleman. He wasn't like that at all. I heard Arthur call a lot of things, but I never heard him called neat. And can you imagine him lying on a pedestrian crossing?
Yes.
There are quite a few people here tonight who do know some of Arthur's traits, which is somewhat different to Martin's perhaps. One that probably springs to mind is his great worry that people would be lonely in their own homes, and this caused him to visit them all hours of the night. If or something like that, that would be no problem. He would this was a pretty common occurrence for half of the island. But it was a cricket match in Wellington that he was to meet Julian Tringham. And it took him a very short time to decide or to think that maybe this is what he'd been looking for. And he had to be quick because she was leaving for England in 2 days' time. But he did this and he decided, and we lived in expectation for 6 months, and she came back, married. And one of the first to realise what a treasure she was Arthur's father. He promptly married her mother. Julie turned out to be a real treasure, a great help to Arthur in his business, which is the business of growing flowers, of which we've been told, and we see quite a few around us tonight. He's not the popular concept of what we might imagine as a flower person to be. But I put that down to his early years in potatoes. Julie turned out to be a terrific mother to her own family, to numerous lame ducks over the years who always seemed to be there, and Julie would be mothering them. A breeder of dogs, Labrador dogs, with great distinction. I should know, I got the first one. Julie and Arthur's home has always been noted for its warmth of welcome, and those of us who have had the privilege of enjoying it have been very fortunate. And having to drink their toast tonight brings to mind the story of the Irish skipper who was sailing who won the Whitbread race some years ago. Came time for the prize giving, and they went looking for the Irish skipper. Couldn't be found, and eventually it turned out he'd gone for a lap of wine. I feel drinking a toast for Julie and Arthur tonight, some 30 years on. They've done their lap of honour, and I would like you to raise your glasses and drink to Julie and Arthur.
Jolly good fellas,
thanks very much for that, Gilbert. I now ask Mr. Abraham to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, Father Peter, Mr. and Mrs. Martin Abraham, Tom and Nolan. Well, it's pretty hard to carry on all these good speeches tonight after we've heard so many. And it's the last time I'm going to ask Gilbert to make any speeches because he always gets the last word in. He's forgotten the time when we were young boys at school and I had to box him in a boxing match and I could beat him then. I can't beat him. So I'll have to look for somebody else if there's going to be any more speeches. Tom and Nolan, Julia and I'd like to thank you for such a wonderful day and a memorable day that you've given our young. It's a day that, well, they'll never forget, and with the help of the video, they'll always have it there. And I would just like to ask you that at some stage buy a gadget that you can always play it, especially if times are getting a wee bit rough. The beautiful day. And I think too, for you, Father Peter, to bring in the service as a family, I think it was a wonderful thing to have somebody, an uncle, to help rather than as just a, no, I don't mean it rudely, just a stranger. I'm not a very good person.
Are you trying to say one of them?
You know, my son and I, we didn't compare notes at all, and he's pitched half mine. Because I want to thank you, Tom, for just waking up for that split second. And just sort of saying yes, because if you'd said no, well, I don't know what the hell my son would have done, and Julie and I wouldn't have got such a wonderful daughter-in-law. And as that old saying goes, you know, you lose a son, but you gain a daughter-in-law. And we've gained a really top-class one. So, as Martin said too, that it's unfortunate the first Martin Abraham can't be here, but at 93, you know, Wairo's, all due respect to the Wairorians, it's a long, long way for him. But Margaret, you're going to have Martin, you're following his grandfather's footsteps, so you've got him around for a long time. Now this is your father-in-law speaking.
67 years, Margaret.
But you are following in the steps of the third Mrs. Martin Abraham, and Julie and I both know that you'll uphold that tradition very highly, because the other two are both our mothers. But that's not, I mean, we are step brothers and sisters, you know. And so we do welcome you into the family. Now, Tom and Nolly, just at this particular stage, I'd just like to, I haven't had many drinks today. It's an Abraham tradition that when things are like this and Christmas is everything, we have a small toast. And it's just thinking that there are a lot of people here today that should be here, but they're overseas. One of the bridesmaids, I think, to be, was not here. And on both sides of the family, there are people away. So I'd just like to give it to you. I won't ask you to stand up or anything, but it's Kai Tois. Tois Macran Kai Tois Ingus. And it is for those near and to those far away, thank you all.
apologise again for Barry Wilson's dogs. But, however, all those things aside, I must admit, I'm beginning to feel a little bit sorry for Dad, or a little bit sorry for Dad. I mean, everybody's been talking about his sleeping habits in front of the 6:30 news, and
Why
I mean,
aren't you in Rotoria?
I'm starting to feel a little bit sorry for Dad because he'll be starting to get self-conscious now. Anytime anyone ever comes home for dinner with Lucy, he'll be too damn scared to go to sleep in front of the telly. Well, it's now that time of the evening when we would like to ask Margreat and Martyn to come forward and cut the cake. You may note that it's a rather drastic sort of a carving knife that they're going to use to do this, to carry out this dastardly deed. However, I'm reliably informed that the sword belonged to Martyn's grandfather and was used at his wedding to cut the wedding cake and has been used for now coming up to 3 generations. In 5 minutes it'll be 3 generations. I recommend the icing. Very nice. I also suspect that if the Rastafarians come down from Ruatoria, we'll have them pretty well sorted out. Right. Okay, I would now like to ask the groomsmen to read the telegram.
Grandpa Abraham.
Here's one from Auckland, wishing you both the very best, Dawn and Brian Houston.
One here from London, wish you both a lot of happiness, love, Nikki Dever.
Another one from Levin, congratulations, every happiness for the future, Pam and Dick Denton.
This is from Locust, California, wishing you every happiness today and always, our thoughts are with you, Erin and Bill Clarkson.
Happiness and good health in the future years, Nell and Joan McKinley.
This is from Papakura. Congratulations and best wishes for the future from your old drinking partner, Pete Hodges.
One from Bulls. Sorry we're not there. All the best, Margot and Rod.
This is from Hastings. It's good to see you joining the ranks of the young married. Congratulations and good luck, Kathleen and David Ross.
Here's one all the way from South Africa. Wishing you both every happiness, Sarah Lowe and friends.
This is from Levin. I'm not sure it's from McKinley or what it is. Come home soon, I'm missing you very much, your loving son Benson.
Best wishes for today and wishing you a lifetime of happiness, Dee and Ross.
This is from Rotorua. Congratulations and love to you both, Richard, Andrew and Amelia, Martin's nephews and niece.
Congratulations and best wishes from Campbell, Hazel and Matthew.
Love and happiness always, our thoughts are with you, fondest wishes, Janet and Bruce Linton.
One from Taupo, wishing you every happiness today, our thoughts are with you, Shona, Ed and Margot Parsons.
This is from Marty and Margs, wishing you every happiness today and always love you, from George and Sal.
From Wellington, congratulations on this great day. And Martin, carnations are forever. All the best to you both, Enid and Margreat.
This is from Albany and Auckland. Congratulations and happiness, Marty and Margaret. Have fond memories of you from Bath Road. Have a happy day. God bless Elaine Raywin and Sam Nathan.
Another one from Levin. Thinking of you, may every happiness be yours. Hugh, Joe, Michael, Gillian and Prue Brown from Levin.
This is the last one from Mount Maunganui. Wishing you every happiness for the future. Thinking of you, love, David and Evie.
Chris,
Oh, sorry. I believe we've got a late telegram.
Yet another wedding at Southport. Warmest congratulations and very best wishes to you, JR and Max from all at Pamela Ann Florists.
So if you'd just like to help yourselves to... One more wedding. It says, we know, now hang on a minute, what does it say here again? We know that you fed us before you left, but it's been 3 days. However, we're about to fire up the disco over there and set a little bit of dancing going and all that sort of thing. For those of you who the disco's a little bit noisy before, we'd like you to feel free to pick up your chairs or whatever and find a nice quiet corner of the garden. There's a few of us out there that are plug lit. Anyone's looking for a nice quiet little dark corner, there's a few of those as well.
society. He's been for 5 years.
Weren't you at school with Muff McKenzie? She doesn't know, I'm behind the video. I hate to think what that video is going to produce. I know. It's what you say. You have to whisper.
Oh, do you really?
Yes, because
She had a go at us underneath the bill and we were letting the students, we really were saying all sorts of things.
Well,
So
there
we
you
did
are.
the receipt for
Well,
you.
I know what Margreat and Martyns said about my bill. No, but... Oh, so it was. Oh, no. But that's enough, Susan. Don't say hey. No. If she takes this stuff, if they would be able to honestly run some things, I'll be first past the post. Oh, no.
Listen,
Come in. Here's my gifts. After you for days and weeks.
That is that.
This morning and it was all about Adrian. Oh, and Darlene looked at Thomas. Oh, we got him. Was it in the seed forever? Or about the Scots one?
I'll be making
Was it the Oh, rubbish.
No?
Don't see my couple of leaves.
Where's it on? Arthur, those parcels are going to go in the car.
Well, we'll go out there and pick up the stuff now, I think.
We have a
So
nice
we'll see when you're back with them. See you later.
We're going out there to get some of their gifts to take back. Except it would be nice to fall under those trees, won't it?
If we're not over before then, even though we might win a raffle. Bye, Sally. Sal. We're in touch. Keep in touch. Sal. Oh, wait. Sally. What break? Bye. Put it needs the key. Sal, good night.
Trev will have a light.
Sal, did you find your way down Phil's track all right?
They'll have a light.
When you were going to see Amanda. Thought you might find a description of where you were going. Never mind, you didn't care. Anyway, honey, we'll see you and work on Mum and Dad to come and stay with us. I've told them.
Can you drive that red thing?
I didn't care, guys. I used to take it self-start in my car, as Michael's car. And he's got a shotgun of anything. He's a better shot than me. You know what I mean?
How are you getting there?
My chauffeur.
Where's Mary?
My chauffeur. He's taking me to get it.
Oh, I see.
In the course of the day.
And you're saying that?
No, I'm flying back there tonight.
Oh.
I'm getting out to the back I'll be there at 10 o'clock.
You'll be busy all the time, won't you?
Well, this is the week we always have a wait sale.
Dixie.
10 days. So I sent them boat. And I'm picking it up on there. They left Friday night. And they left.
So I think it's right on the tip of the top.
That's right.
So it's a shame because he worked for my father for about 10, 15 years.
That's right.
He got nothing in England, so he went to Australia.
What's the panic to get home? What's the reason?
Just really get things sorted out at home on the farm, get myself sorted out. And the house
Has
stuff.
the weather been bad for them? I mean, are they having
It's
problems?
been pretty cold, yeah. Last summer was terrible with the harvest and everything. Yeah, so pretty purebred Suffolk. Lamb down already. Commercial front. Oh, it's not so cold, it's
Those bloody rabbits, I see. I went in the drain up there. I went in and looking out the window, and the rabbits kept running out of the rubbish alongside the line into the farm, and then when the train went past, they run back again.
Frost seems to be standing around.
So you've got herd mixing posts over there to kill them, haven't they?
It's minus 20. I mean, not the frost, but the something with what's going on. It's starting to get wet.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy driving.
It's coming.
Get that there. The next one.
You dressed differently to yesterday, you do. Road's up past Nurpike. One dairy farm, is that right?
Really bad.
You want somewhere to
You're
put
not still taking that.
Where are your goats? You going to bring them?
Good sleep. Stuck him up an hour. Michael's got. He's got gates, he's got a stud flock, and he's got bulls.
Get your gear.
Get out of the unit.
Well, not out of the unit, but into the unit.
Try the radio. Go down there, okay. How it goes back, I don't know. I'm not sure if it does. Don't have any other video works either. I got no idea about that.
I'll be cut.
You know how these windows go up and down?
We've recorded all ours. It's very nice environment.
This chap, when I was actually in Hamilton, he had a car painting. He didn't like this property that he had two walls. He really... No, see, that's Michael Peter's car. And really, didn't want to drive. She's going in there.
Oh, she's going to
Yeah.
Bye, Andy.
Yes, he must be.
Revolutionizes eyeshadow with Customize, a new kind of compact you can fill and refill with Revlon shadows you choose. Just the gorgeous Revlon colors you want to have. Customize your eye look with the great new compact you fill and refill with Revlon colors you choose. New Customize by Revlon. Revlon, the difference between looking good and looking great.
Are you ready for the first big chance to turn your Avis Express card into a brand new Toyota Corolla hatch? So test drive the Toyota Corolla hatch with Avis. Just specify it the next time you book business class and quote your Avis Express ticket number, and you could win one. To win a Toyota Corolla hatch, first call Avis. We try harder.
When you seek development finance and banking advice, are you treated like a child? Turn to the king, NZI Financial Corporation, bringing our experience and resources to your door. Make us your business banker. We'll give you on-the-spot advice and tailor financial packages to suit your needs. NZI Financial Corporation.
The way you stand is the way you should be supported in bed. Not this. But Sleepyhead Desire Correct Postural Support. Featuring exclusive pillow feel deep quilting. Sleepyhead take luxury right down to the base. Exclusive TrueFlex spring unit and insulator pads ensure just the right degree of support. Pillow feel Sleepyhead Desire relieves pressure points in all the right places. The only bed in New Zealand deep quilted through thick foam at a most desirable price. Fruju, you know when it hits you.
Oh, there's a character in that movie. Always wonderful.
I hope you like it.
You must see it.
So I call. To your left, madam.
Thank you.
I never want to see something like this again.
Waiter.
Yes, sir.
Some coffee.
Right away.
I surely don't appreciate their silliness on the Overland Trail to the gentleman's washroom.
Food all comes from the same kitchen, honey. Ain't that so?
Yes, sir.
And you can't tell me that every suite in this entire hotel with a view of the park is reserved all week. I can't understand why you won't tell them who you are.
Hotels are run like any other business, Melanie. Regular customers get the choice cut of the chicken. Am I right, Rob Snopsky?
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, thank you.
How did you know his name? Now what are you up to, Daddy?
You'd be surprised what I know about Abel Rosnowski, honey. It'd be real interesting to see what it does about the chicken.
Must you always sound so down home, Daddy?
Darling, I'm paying the University of Chicago a lot of money to put the polish on you. Too late to retrain this old dog.
Waiter. Yes, sir. Will you bring the cigars? Yes, sir. I hope I haven't celebrated too prematurely.
The news of the loan will be announced tomorrow when the market opens. 10 minutes later, the stock will have doubled in price. I'll bet on it. And not in nickels and dimes.
What's his name, the gentleman with the moustache? That's Mr. Woolwood. I am sorry to disturb you at home, Mr. Dawson. But I would like you to buy F&W Woolworth shares up to my limit tomorrow morning, even before stock exchange opens, if possible. Or just another what you call hunch.
Two Harvard graduates, such abundance. Even if one of them is just my brother.
William, I insist on knowing your intentions regarding my sister. Out half the night.
None of your business.
Strictly honorable, I hope.
Don't worry, the secret of your sex life is safe with me.
I never knew bankers were such a trashy lot.
If you're contemplating wedding bells, sister mine, marriage isn't in William's plan till when? Age 28, 30?
Enough of that, Matthew.
I can wait.
All right.
We go to the dinner after, only a few blocks away. I'd rather we went to one of those motion picture shows.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Lloyd. Matthew, father.
So, certainly nice to see you.
Mr. Lloyd.
Hello, Don. Sorry we're late.
We got delayed in a serious discussion of banking.
I dare say. Anyhow, I live to see the day, Matthew. Congratulations. And you too, William.
You know, as I recall, graduating from Harvard calls for tea and cream cakes. Shall we keep to the tradition?
Absolutely. Serves us right for the Boston Tea Party. At Oxford, the tradition is probably scotch and soda.
A waiter.
William won the President's Mathematics Prize. Very impressive.
Sir, waiter whistle. Another tradition, I'm afraid.
I think it's wonderful.
Yes, sir.
A students make great leaders. We C students make great lovers.
Matthew, for heaven's sakes.
I doubt your little Polish waiter had a thing to do with it.
You believe that, Melanie? You're not as smart as I know you are. Boy heard you fussing about the table.
I was also fussing about our suite. Maybe his antenna didn't pick that up.
Something wrong when they go and pass a constitutional amendment to keep a man from having a drink before he gets down to his food. At least there's no law against eating. Leastways, not yet. Wonder if they'd mind if I ordered two or something. I'm starved.
Daddy, the only reason you don't have an ulcer is because you don't have room for one.
Don't be too sure. I just got your bill from Marshall Fields.
Don't scold.
You're a burden to me, Melanie. You're a pretty one. Almost as pretty as your mother was.
If I'd had a brother, he'd probably look just like you. Real cute.
I knew there was a reason I brought you all the way to New York.
William, I hope you don't mind my choosing this very intimate occasion to make a very special announcement.
That sounds a bit auspicious.
I think that you'll agree that it is. I've talked to the board. We'd like you to join Kane Cabot as our newest director.
Hey, a director.
A director, William. Aren't you proud?
And by the time I'm ready to retire, you'll be a seasoned member of the board. And you can help us choose my successor as chairman. Who knows? You might even be ready for...
What can I say? I accept.
Please, sir, I am sorry.
No. It's my fault. I didn't know the plaza required its waiters to wear manacles.
Only rebellious ones, sir. Sorry.
Did you see it? Wouldn't I love to have something like that?
William?
Oh, I'm just a bank director, not a waiter.
William, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Afraid you wouldn't find it. Somebody got the head waiter to move us out of the slums.
I also take liberty of speaking to someone about your suite. They will move your things during lunch, with your permission. And there is beautiful view of park, mademoiselle.
Wonder if you'd join me in our new suite when you get off duty. Name's Leroy. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Mr. Davis Leroy. Yes, sir.
You come from Poland. Call yourself a baron. Broke out of a Rusky prison camp. Arrived in America with empty pockets, a lot of ambition.
You come from Texas. Your family left you 7 hotels. Richland Group, I believe.
You learn all that Going to those economics courses? Columbia Night School?
No. But it might make it possible for me to figure out why Richland Group, especially Chicago Richland, is running at a loss.
Oh, no. Afraid you're jumping a fence or two there.
But I think I know one reason for loss.
Is that so?
You are absent from hotels. You doing what is called wildcatting for oil.
At a profit that'd choke a horse.
How'd you get a hold of all this?
Same way I learned your assistant manager in Chicago resigned 2 weeks ago.
Resigned, hell, up and quit on me without so much as a toodaloo.
And you are wondering if I am one to be in his shoes. Yes?
Thought your daddy didn't know what he was doing, huh? What'd he say now?
I'd say you better offer the Baron the job before his price goes up.
$30 a week, room board. What do you say?
$40 a week. And 5% of any increase in profits after I arrive in Chicago.
None of my managers get paid on a profit basis. They'd raise hell if they found out.
I don't tell them if you don't.
You're done, Abel. I like you. I like you a lot. No wonder those Bolsheviks couldn't keep you locked up. You're a natural-born capitalist.
You're goddamn right.
Tonight, we are going to celebrate Chicago Assistant Manager, Chicago Richland Hotel.
Hey, maybe you'll get to see Zofia again. Remember Zofia? She moved to Chicago.
Zofia. She is probably married, has a kid by now.
They are like castles. Great hotels. American castles.
Long way away. From whom am I going to borrow money?
When I become big hotel magnate, I will send for you.
Goodbye, Mr. Lester. Don't forget, the goal is still Lester Kane Cabinet.
Oh, I thought you'd forgotten that. I have. Who is that?
I don't know, but he was just made director of some bank. I would say he and I had a pretty big day.
Join Weight Watchers now for only half the regular joining fee, and you could follow the footsteps of Denise Craig, Weight Watchers Member of the Year.
Now I shop for size 14 and not size 24. That's because I lost more than 90 pounds in just 12 months on Weight Watchers Quick Start program. And I won a trip to Paris.
Hurry, join Weight Watchers now for half price, and this year, maybe you could win a trip to Europe.
There are no contracts. You just pay as you go.
Sensation shaped into a snack with its tasting chest and the golden wrap. Chesdale faces, Chesdale cheeses in a bag. It's a tasty snack. Pop up in that lunch is drop them on the snack. Taste the natural flavors that'll knock them flat. Chesdale faces, Chesdale cheeses in a bag. It's the great cheese snack. It's the great cheese snack.
Chesdale, the great cheese snack.
All of us have got our dreams, visions only we have seen, ways to make tomorrow brighter than it seems today.
But there's more to change than making plans. At UDC we understand. With finance for the future, we can help you succeed. If you can see the future and the way tomorrow ought to be, if you can see the future, then you'd see UDC. You'd see UDC. You'd see UDC. You'd see UDC. You'd see UDC.
To finance your future, you'd see UDC.
You'd see UDC. You'd see UDC.
It's the little things that make you carefree, girl. Breathe and have your fun. It's the little things that make you carefree, girl. Stay on and understand. It's the little things that make you carefree. It's the little things that make you carefree. It's the little things that make you carefree, girl.
Be free, have fun, be carefree, girl.
They went into the oven over an hour ago, and they had the cookies I love, don't you know? So come on now, Hudson, let those cookies flow. All the cookies you love, here we go. All the cookies you love, I love them so. All the cookies you love, all the cookies you love.
We all love Hudson Chocolate Chippies, New Zealand's favourite chocolate chippy biscuit.
All the cookies you love, I love them so.
Davis! Good to see you.
Tracy, my daughter upstairs.
Waiting for you.
Thanks. See you later.
Yeah, I need to speak with you.
Can I wait?
Afraid not. It's that assistant manager you sent me. It's not gonna work.
Sorry to hear that. Seemed like a bright kid.
Won't do a thing I tell him. Countermands my orders to the staff. Half of them already threatened to quit on me if I don't get rid of him. I think he's even tried to get the waiters to share their tips with him. And that isn't bad enough. He insists on being called Baron.
Tell him I want to see him.
No need for you to trouble yourself. I can discharge him.
Nah. I can clean up my own mess.
If this hotel were being run anywhere near its potential, this presidential suite would not be available. It would be occupied at least 80% of the time, and helping to pay some of $30,000 you are losing here every year to a well-oiled machine of thievery, pilferage, and absenteeism.
Hell, there's always a little fiddling goes on in the hotel business. Even at the plaza, I bet you.
What you got here is no little fiddle. It is practically whole orchestra. Look. Guest receipts, dining room checks, room service. Dobra? If a one-time guest checks out or pays for a meal, those thieves pocket the money and throw the receipts away. But I find them. The loss of linens, silver, and furnishings is 9 times the average of a hotel this size. And if a staff member refuses to go along with well-oiled machine, he's fired.
Just what the blue blazers you expect me to do about all this, Abel?
Fire Desmond Pacey and half the staff that is in it with him.
I've known Desmond Pacey for better than 20 years. That's right. Not a single one of the hotels he hasn't had a top job in.
Maybe that explains why others are also losing money. Your success in other fields may permit you to run Richland hotels as hobby. But my 5% of profits does not get me much when this sort of thing is allowed to go on.
Us Texans got a reputation for speaking our minds. But I got to say, I'm not in your class, son.
Are you going to fire Pacey or no?
No, I'm not. just ain't gonna do it. I don't have to. You're the new manager of Chicago Original. You fire him.
Thank you, sir.
I don't appreciate being challenged at every board meeting regarding my recommendations, William. Unless, of course, you're planning on taking over as Director of Investments.
I am not challenging you, Tony.
Of all people, I wouldn't think you'd want Kane